Hi, you're listening to the Flow State Fishing Podcast.
What do you mean?
There's fucking 2 Sheilas in a boat.
Listen to me. Every time.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah.
So fucked, eh? Can't even think straight. You have to do all the talking.
Fucking good luck.
We're live, eh?
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck. Alright, you won't get fuck all out of me now.
Yeah, he's fucked.
Oh, yeah.
We're just on our way back on a big mission from... No, actually, once that Secrets place. Always fucking do that shit, eh?
Yeah, always handing out spots. Hopeless.
Giving people the platinum spoon.
Yeah, and that.
Yeah, so Tyson, I'm with Tyson Palmer. We just went on a 10 days? Put your fucking phone on silent.
Lost count, eh?
10 days, I reckon. 8, maybe, I don't know. About 10. Fucking don't even know what day it is now. On
Sunday.
It is Sunday. Yeah, so we've been bulk Ks. How many Ks have we done, do you reckon?
Last time I hit that button, we were on 1,500.
1,500 Ks.
And we've done another 300 now.
1,800 Ks in a week we've done, and that doesn't include the boat. I reckon the boat's done probably.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know.
Well, fuck do I know.
Over 500.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been everywhere. We're in the car, so excuse the audio a bit, but we went on a mission. Basically, we packed barra gear, PE10, bit of PE6 jig and shit, and fly gear, and had a bit of a plan over these sets of tides and went looking for everything. We did fuck all on the GTs for some reason.
To be honest, that plan, I don't reckon much of it actually stuck.
Fuck no, it didn't. It didn't, eh?
No.
It didn't.
Kind of just made it up along the way.
Pretty much. That's the best way, but I reckon.
Yeah, spontaneous.
We had a mate of mine just turned 21, and he went on, invited me on this trip, fishing trip. A few boats were going, and then I messaged Tyson to see what he was doing because I needed a decky, and Tyson works shift work, so he took a week off, come home early, and we got on the Ming and went where we were going, 120 k's up the coast by boat, and checked some bays, did some fly fishing and shit like that. Fucking ended up getting blind on one night. Your fault, but
not even.
Fucking
just absolutely killed it.
I turned around late afternoon and you're drinking the martinis out the jug. Fuck's sake.
Had to get the last drop out.
Yeah.
It was already fucked.
Espresso martinis, watch them. I got the recipe off Shannon Jeffrey and Charlotte Close. One part coffee, 1 part vodka, 1 part coffee liqueur. And I got given a bottle of homebrew coffee liqueur from my mate Brock. So it probably lifted us anyway.
We started potent as hell.
What time do we start drinking that shit?
Let's just say 10 o'clock. That's when the pubs open. I'm pretty sure it was like 8:30.
I'm pretty sure it was, yeah.
We'll run with 10.
Yep. Proper fuck-eyed. Wrecked us the next half of the next day.
Hey, I don't know about you, man.
I was only half a day. You were fucked for like
a day and a half.
And the rest?
Just about ready to jump on a plane and fly home. Didn't even want to look at you anymore.
I was trying to pop that ledge. You were like laying down on the back of the deck, fucking half seasick,
sunburnt to the
fuck, and I'm trying to cast for GTs. Didn't do any good on GTs. Had a couple of shots at permit. It was pretty cloudy. Weather wasn't ideal. Water was a little bit dirty, but scoped a few zones and had a bit of a good look around. Tyson got a nice queenie on fly. We didn't measure that. We marked it on the boat.
Oh yeah, we did, yeah. We'll have to measure it.
Not to measure it, I know. Would have been like, I reckon be up around 90.
Yeah? Yep.
Decent queenie. I hooked one as well and pulled hooks. But
Standard.
Yeah, got fucking grunter on jigs. Hey? Fuck's sake. I don't think I said hard enough, eh?
Standard.
Anyway, that's not even important, that. We don't want to talk about that shit. Grunner on jigs in 40 metres of water, stacked up, like a 10 metre stacked ball of grunter in 40 metres of water on jigs. Has anyone else ever done that? Because it spun us out when we got them up. You didn't even believe they were grunter.
Nah. Well, they made no noise. They had a golden trevally looking face on it. Yeah. The only thing that looked like a grunter was the bars up the side.
Haven't you ever been up the it's a cans? Is that secret? I can cut that out.
It's supposed to be.
Oh, well, I can cut that out.
Reedy's going to hate you now.
Yeah, he will too. Nah, I'll cut that out. I thought every cunt knew about that.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
I'll bleep it. Where was I getting at? Yeah, so that's basically all the jigging we done. Chased a few GTs and mainly hit flats. So that was fucked. We got belted all the way home, 120 Ks in a nor'easter blowing.
Nah, not on the way home. We were charging straight into it, weren't we?
No, I think you wouldn't know. You were fucked.
Good point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a following sea from the nor'east, just getting belted, drenched. Got back cooked. Reset, packed up next morning, kept sending. Halfway back to where we thought we were going to go because the weather was fucked. We're driving along and I was actually on the phone to Triggy and Tyson looked at me and looked out the window and we're driving on the coast and you could see the weather was glass calm. And I was basically like, Triggy, gotta go. Pull up. Like, fuck. Check the tides. Try and find a nearest boat ramp. Check Google Earth. Righto, fuck it. Pulled in. Jumped in the boat. This is at like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Randomly.
Sort of midday.
Launched the boat at this random boat ramp. Punched out to where we thought was sort of a bit of a zone. We were looking for, like the zone looked very tusk fish-ish. So we went around the islands, out to these islands and had a look around. Literally like run the first bay, pulled up, saw one. But
that was that little tiny one that sort of come around that bit of a corner. But yeah, it still wasn't really like glamour conditions, glamour area either. It wasn't until we went into that bit of a dirty bay and then seen those two straight up.
Two decent ones too. Yeah, I hooked that little one, didn't I?
No, I don't think so. I think that little, one that we've seen, yeah.
And then, we went in, that was before that, and we followed it around, and there was, at a distance, it looked like another fish. Cast at it, come over the rock and followed, ate my fly, and I think I did another one, didn't set hard enough, and pulled hooks on it. I'm going to pull the fly out of its mouth. Devastated. Went around the corner, and Tyson let me have all the shots till I got one, which was epic, because I needed it, because I was nearly like proper crying. Went around the corner, saw the other one so this was weird. I cast at the next tusky, and anyone who knows who's ever chased them on fly, there's always these little brown fucking tusk fish that fuck you over proper bad. Come up and nick your fly off the fish you're targeting. So I got one of them, pulled hooks on it, cast back at it at the tusky again. It half spooked and turned away. Swum
but it
out.
Didn't do the bolt like they normally do.
It just sort of turned off the ledge it was swimming along like the finger and swum out sort of in front of me. Laid another cast, come over, ate it at sort of straight below the boat.
Maybe a rod length away.
Yeah. And then I set on that. Not too hard, I don't think.
Nah, definitely not. Didn't lean on it at all or anything.
No.
Enough to pop the knot anyway.
I set it proper and snapped the leader at the knot. So that was next level.
I thought that was going to be another sage rod then. I was ready to see that thing in two pieces and tears streaming down the face.
I nearly went and sat down.
You did sit down. I didn't even want to look at you. It was uncomfortable actually.
I was sad, man. I was sad. I hate like terminal failure. It's the worst. Tackle failure, gear failure. It's fucked up.
At least I got to teach you how to tie that knot properly afterward.
You can argue with Guthrie on that one. He does a 4-turn surgeon.
Yeah.
I was used to anyway.
It's on.
It's on. Went around the corner, still devastated. Found this mad little outcrop. Rolled in, and I think by that time I was praying to the gods. I think I asked,
Legit.
I asked for someone to send me one, and then we were like, "Oh, there's one there." I laid it, spooked, didn't it?
Yeah.
It fucked off because I saw it too late. Literally 10 metres later, saw this other one, and it was reasonably close to the boat as well. But laid a nice cast, which is few and far between with me. Laid a nice cast, just poodled on over, didn't like flare up and carry on. Tip, 8, dunk, nice little firm set, shook for a bit, took off. This is when the drama happened. I had all the line coming through my hands while it was running, and the line was sort of like, anyone who fly fishes knows, like sometimes it gets all clumped up in itself, not like a knot, but like clumped up, and the clump went into my hand, and because I was feathering line out, it shot through my hand. So I give this fish a fucking shit ton of slack, re-grabbed it, gathered it, and by that time the fish was still running, and the line looped back around the butt of the reel. So if it would have hit the end of the line while that was still happening, it would have busted me off. So I'm panicking trying to get that undone. Got it undone, and then bang, it hit the reel.
Milliseconds.
Like milliseconds out of fucking the whole thing up. And then it didn't even play too dirty. I think it got under one rock, and then I got it out, and then it got me to the backing.
Oh, and quickly.
Really quickly.
Fucking
God, they
boosted,
go hard.
that thing.
Because I've been after one for ages. Like, been on a trip with Mick chasing them, and was really green at fly fishing at that stage and didn't understand. But so epic to see them, like these fluorescent blue things on fucking rock flats, eh? Like they stand out like dog balls.
You sort of want to say that it's easy as fuck to see them, and it is, but that's like the easiest part about it. Trying to get the bastard to eat and then trying to stop the bastard is
yeah. And they're normally in like the gnarliest country. The little fucking staunch dudes too, I rate them. So got that in the net. I nearly punched piss out of Tyson. I was that excited. He netted it, squatted down and netted it, and I was jumping all over him, screaming my head off.
It took me a moment to get the wind back in.
Landed it, went 50 centimetres. Proper stoked. And it was the afternoon that I've got it on iPhone, but I didn't take the camera box, and I normally take the camera box everywhere. So if we probably took the camera box, we probably would never have seen one, or we wouldn't have caught it.
Oh, for sure.
Most likely.
Yeah.
So that was epic. Ran out the rest of the tide, didn't really see any. The sun was getting too low, and by that time it was Tyson's shop. Had a bit more of a scope around a few more spots, and then come back in. Had to wait 45 minutes to the tide to get back in the ramp, something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Pulled out, and
which was pretty hectic as well, to be honest.
It was a pretty wild ramp. The boat ramp's exposed to full current, so mad. Like, reminds me of the territory actually. A couple of boat ramps up there are bad like it. A bit of a mission. Got the boat back on, kept sending. Got up to, we didn't talk about the way down. Anyway, we'll get to that. Got back up, we pulled in Triggies that night, didn't we?
Yeah, we stayed there.
Stayed at Triggies. Caught up with him for a bit, and then rolled into the dam the next day, and we've spent the last 3 days there.
Yeah, a few. No, yes,
something. Like
that. So we fished half a day the first day, and then obviously yesterday, and then half a day today.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So just chasing barra, doing sort of pretty much just trying to nail the whole side casting aspect, and we done pretty well. We ended up
three over the last day and a half.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, 3 over the last day and a half, which was good, and missed a couple, which was good, and they're all over the metre. We didn't catch one under.
No.
Did we?
No.
Don't think so. No. But I forgot to mention, on the way down, we dropped into the dam because the weather was shitty, and we come down early before this whole big send trip started. Pulled into the dam, and I messaged Schultze, Pelagic Pursuit, beforehand, and just seeing what he was doing, just wanted to catch up. And then sort of backwards and forth for a bit and never really firmed up a plan. we went.
All he really wanted to do was come and drink our piss.
Yeah, and did.
That he did.
That he did. Yeah, so we launched in the morning and then fucked off and did a bit and then come back just to see if he was still around. And then we just pulled the boat out and then, fucking mad overtaking the bastard. And then he pulled in some other dude's boat.
Yeah.
Must have went for a look with him. He said he only just got there. So anyway, we relaunched the boat, jumped back in with Shotzi, talked a bit of shit and went around. And then, holy fuck.
Must be going slower.
Must be.
Trying to save that fuel.
I don't know, you haven't hit 100 this trip.
I am. What? That's why we took this car, so we could actually do 100.
My cruiser does 100.
Well, not when you're driving it,
No,
it doesn't.
she's beautiful. She likes 95.
Bucket of shit.
Hey. No, I must say, sitting in a 200 series Land Cruiser is quite enjoyable. Where the fuck was I? Oh, we were fishing. You fucked me up now.
Yeah, right, man.
Why am I doing all the talking? It's not
Oh,
you know?
pretty used to it.
Got to the fucking... Went out with Shelty and went to a couple of spots. No, we went to like literally... Yeah, went to the first spot and Matty's like, oh, there's one. And it was windy as a motherfucker. Cast basically dragged the lure across its fucking forehead, which isn't ideal. And it literally turned, was looking for the lure, twitched it a couple of times on. That one went a metre on the mark. And then we went up to this other spot and we were there drifting along and I was like, fuck it, I'm done. I'll film and take photos and film eats and shit like that. So I did that, got on the camera, went in this bay, looking around, and Matty goes, oh, there's a fish there. And Tyson was up, pitched a nice cast at it, turned, followed, ate just under the surface, and I'm filming at this stage. And it turns and runs and then jumps. And I'm looking at it on the camera and I'm like, that's not fucking right. I was like, oi, cunts. It's a goldfish.
Fucking goldfish.
It's a fucking gold. You can hear me on the audio of the camera going, wait, it's a fucking goldfish. And Matty's like, what do you mean? It's like, no, it's one of them, like, it's like them fucking koi fish from Japan, man, for real.
And before we know it, the thing rolls close to the boat and it's
Boys were like,
full carnage.
proper peeking. And Matty, like, whoever's been fishing like that with Matty, the cunt doesn't have a net. Lips them all. And I'm looking at it going, nah, man, nah, get the net.
Matty's practically running for it. Yeah, we need the net.
Get the net. Landed it. It was a 101 centimetre barra that was like looked like a koi fish, like those pond fish in Japan.
Like a tiger.
Orange and black and shit. It's already out on the internet at the moment, like by the time you'll listen to this anyway, so it's already known about, but it was absolutely epic. Was not photoshopped. I've got it on film. It's sick as. This will probably drop before the film drops, to be honest, because this is way easier to edit.
Oh, for sure.
I may as well drag the chain.
It's one of them things though, like I don't even want it out. Just keep it that close to your heart.
You were saying that to me the other day too, like
with that permit.
The permit and shit. Tell that story, because tell us about that fucking trip actually.
We'll get there too, I guess.
Yeah. No, send it.
Full send now.
Send the fucking lot.
Yeah. So trips like that are
diverts flat out.
They are. They're pretty gnarly. Like even like this trip that we've just done. You know, pretty much everywhere we've been, we haven't really been there. We don't really know where the fuck we're going or what we're doing. It's sort of like just us on Google Earth, and when you do Cape York trips, much the same. But I did want to say, you know, like when we made it down to there and we fished in that dam, how different was it from the first time we went there?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like the water level, it changes dramatically, even from when we fished it at the start of the week.
In 3 days, I reckon it's dropped a foot.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So even having Matty, like when he come in and sort of sunk all our piers, but it's fucking good, eh? You know, people talk about local knowledge. It's priceless, that stuff.
Well, you and I fished that dam a bit now, and we were fucking useless at it.
Yeah.
At the start.
Yeah.
So you can appreciate the time people spend figuring that shit out. Like, Schultz is basically, like everyone's gone frogging for fucking barra and weed and all that sort of stuff. But Schultz is like gone a level above that.
Yeah.
And spent the time figuring that shit out. And anyone who follows him on YouTube and stuff, like,
know exactly what the hell we're talking about.
yeah, it's quite educational, I feel,
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, even just what to look for, where to cast, left wind, where's your drift, all like there's a fucking 100 things you got to take into account.
Where the fish are feeding at what certain times.
Water levels take part, like, and then anyone who knows Barra knows it's tide dependent and moon dependent. And if you think damn Barra any different, you're a dickhead.
Basically.
For real. Fucking oath. Yeah, so it was pretty cool to do that. But the fucking, like, I get what you mean with the permit shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's photos, even Mick said it when he caught his one the other day, like a while ago now. He said it to me, like, he didn't even care, like, he didn't really want to release it that bad.
Yeah. But if it's something that you've been chasing, see, like, the permit, to be honest, that Barra was cool to catch, but the permit was just a total different level.
Yeah.
You know, like, I've caught hundreds and thousands of Barra.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was cool, but it was still a Barra, it just had different colours.
Yeah.
But the permit, you know, sort of fairly fresh to fly fishing and that sort of thing. You start to put a heap more effort into that style of fishing and sort of looking for them, and you don't have a clue what you're doing, to be honest.
No.
And then when it all comes together and you've sort of done it on your own, out of your own boat, in an area that you've picked yourself on Google Earth, and then just, yeah, fuck it, let's go and have a look, and it comes together.
That spontaneous shit is the fucking best, man.
Legit.
Absolutely
Legit.
the best. Like, just pack the minimum amount of gear you need and
full send.
And just fucking send it, and then you go, okay, fuck, weather's changed or whatever, now what can we do? Or shit like driving, like most people will go, like the Tusky thing, driving on the coast, oh, the weather's flat, fuck it, couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
Cunts don't make the effort.
Just fucking go.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
Exactly.
That's what I'm all about.
Yeah.
Trips like that. That was pretty much, so that Cape trip, that last one, I had months of planning and everything went together. This is where I wanted to go and this is why, you know, fishing up, the neap tides are here. This is, you know, a few days before the moon, it'll be good for GTs here, it'll be good for this there. Nothing worked.
Yeah,
the
true.
whole thing was arse about face, all based on the weather and where we could actually go and put the boat in at times.
Yep.
So it was seriously just play it by ear in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
You were in the middle of bumfuck and you went fucking everywhere, and you had like, what, 3 weeks? That was a 3 week send.
Yeah,
basically.
3 weeks, yeah.
Holy fuck.
Just lived out of the car and the boat. We did more kilometres in the boat than we did in the car, probably.
They're the best kind of sends, but
yeah.
my old top ender would tell a few fucking stories of shit like that.
Yeah, the old missus loved it. She was pretty keen to get back home, to be honest, by the end of that one.
Had enough.
Oh, it was a big trip, but she did well.
I think me and my missus punch on after 3 weeks in a confined space.
I reckon it would have been close.
She'd bust me too.
Understandable.
I'm a fucking likeable fella.
Yeah, real
quiet.
likeable.
Don't stir no shit.
Nah, definitely
Good.
not a standover merchant or anything like that.
Good church going boy.
Yeah. Let's talk about this Brumby's Bakery's little incident the other day.
Oh, mate. Fuck. I was nearly ready to crack on there, eh? It was. I was waiting in the.
Poor bugger just wanted his sausage roll.
Fucking whinging cunt. So I walked into Bunnings, Brumby's, to get a coffee and a feed for us and shit. While we're at mid-send, and there's this poor little girl with braces, like young teens, serving behind Brumby's counter on a fucking Sunday morning or something it was. Like, I'm pretty sure she didn't want to be there, and she's trying to be real nice, and she talks really quiet and stuff.
Probably a little bit self-conscious.
Yeah, like she looked like she's real shy. Anyway, there's this old fuck there, in his, like, your typical old man in his stubbies and his fucking button-up t-shirt, newspaper, carrying on like a pork chop because he couldn't hear what she was saying and all this other sort of stuff. And I stood there for a while and I was just like, nah, come on, man, this is going to stop.
Actually, that was the second day after the hangover.
It was. And I was in a mood. I was moody. Yeah, anyway, he's carrying on this poor girl and I sort of let it go. I was like, nah, don't make a scene, man. Don't make a scene. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Nah, fuck this bloke. Went over there, I was like, oi, man, pull your fucking head in. And he sort of half got stuck into me.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. And I was like, well, fuck, there's no need to talk to people like that.
I'm pretty sure you said, I'll make it my business.
I actually did say that. I'm trying to come across that I'm like a good Samaritan here.
I'm trying to tell the truth.
I was ready to proper crack on about it. I was fucking off it, And in the meantime, I think I made the whole thing worse for this poor girl because she's sitting behind the counter just shitting bricks, not knowing what the
Ready
fuck.
to hit that red security button.
Yeah. I nearly pulled a newspaper out of his hand and started smacking him across the face with it. Fuck, I was wild.
Fuck yeah. No wonder I was walking on eggshells.
Yeah, but he ended up getting the shits and humping and walking off. Didn't get anything. So they missed out on a sale, so she'll probably get in trouble for that. She probably touched a sausage roll and can't put it back because of COVID.
Yeah, she's probably been trained a million times not to fucking do it.
Yeah, now she's got to pay for that sausage roll. Poor
Actually,
Hey.
I've seen you do that a couple of times too, jump to conclusions and fucking... That's exactly what happened, now that I think about it.
Nah, fuck them. You gotta back yourself, but if you jump to a conclusion, you gotta like really back yourself so you half con cunts into thinking that you're right. Oh dear. Yeah. Anyway, so he fucked off. That was fucking.
Fuck, it feels like we've been gone for months.
I feel like we've been gone for months. I feel like I've taken this cunt's about to.
Hoi!
What's he doing? There's a bloke here in a cane harvester running an absolute muck on the side of the road. Absolute muck.
Lucky you didn't end up in that table drain.
Fucking not wrong. Fuck, you're loud. I'm gonna turn you down a bit. Mate, shut up.
Told me I was too quiet before.
Yeah. Where was I going before that though? That poor cunt. Yeah. You're never 12 for a hiding if you don't show respect. Is the point.
Of that little story.
Oh fuck. It wasn't even that old.
What about, where were we? Cape York Sands.
Cape York Sands.
Or trips.
No, trips are everything. All the things. Cape York Sands. Well, you pretty much just do that shit. Like, because you work 1 and 1.
Yeah.
1 week on, 1 week off. Your week off, if you don't have shit to do at home, like put in multi-million-dollar stereo systems through your house.
Oh, well, there we go. That's a totally different thing. I don't enjoy doing that, but... and I'm hardly there to even listen to it.
Yeah.
But when I am, it's nice.
Yeah. I just got a new
Neighbours love it.
I just got a new TV.
Sounds like a perler too.
The TV's fucking... the TV that's been there got cobwebs all over it, never gets turned on. Could not be fucked with what's on TV.
Yeah.
But it just died, so I got a new one. But, well, we keep getting off track talking shit.
You told me that would be alright.
Yeah, it is. But then I get confused.
Not hard.
No, okay. So you get on. You got 1 week off. You normally try and jam pack that week, eh?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
What did you say to me the other day about you want to go like? You're not about the whole weekend warrior missions and stuff like that. You want to go
Nah, man.
as
far away as possible for as long as possible.
yeah.
And yeah.
The further away and the
further
scarier
the
it
better.
is. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. The more risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not like bad risk. You
No.
know, it's all calculated and to a certain degree, but
Yeah.
you know, that's what old Buster reckon. He reckon if I know Tyson, and he's half fucking mad. But I don't think it's like that. It's, you know, when you keep doing stuff.
You get a pretty dialed, man.
Yeah, but when you keep doing stuff, you get used to it. You know what to expect.
Yeah. You're not far away from like. It's remote as fuck, but
Yeah.
like you can still like you're carrying EPIRB.
Exactly.
Like all the right shit. You got the right gear, the right boat, the right car. It's not that bad.
I just think more people need to sort of think of it a little bit more like that.
Yeah.
Just don't go and hit all my spots and stuff like that.
Yeah, you'll have fucking people like all over Cape York now.
Chasing them out everywhere. But yeah, get out there and absolutely
It's not.
make the most of it because it's a special joint.
I feel like a lot of people don't put the effort in. That fucking water bottle's driving me mad. A lot of people don't put the effort in or want to put the effort in. Like I get a lot of people can't afford the gear and can't afford the trip and the fuel and all that sort of stuff. I understand that, but I feel like a lot of people just like too hard basket. Couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you still get people asking you, next time, where was my invite, or where was
That's
this,
exactly what I mean.
You know what I mean?
They're the cunts that sit on their couch. These are people that piss me off.
You know what shits me? Sorry,
No, you go first. You go first.
When you're out there, or you send a heap of photos to someone and they're like, oh, you're so lucky. What the fuck? No,
Yeah.
I'm not, man. I made this happen.
Yeah.
I made a decision. I chose to actually plan, put money aside, and do it.
Yeah.
Luck's got nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with lucky.
I wanted to do it, so I fucking did it.
Yeah, exactly. And and then those people that they're either sitting on their couch, passing opinions or stirring shit on social media.
Here we go.
Whatever.
I know where this one's going.
No, I'm
But
not.
nah, it's true, yeah.
It's true, but like I don't know. I think there's a few different sorts of people on social media. Like I'm on there. Like you get on there for there's business, and then there's stuff like I like it because I get to share the stuff that I enjoy with other people who appreciate it. That's why I like what I like doing.
Yeah.
I'm not there to push heavy opinions or anything. I'd like to try and motivate people or help people and appreciate other people's shit that I enjoy. Like other people, like my mates having wins, catching fish of a lifetime, shit like that.
Yeah. Oh, for
Other
sure.
people get on there and just sticky beak and pass opinions they know little or nothing or fuck all about, or put their hand up or put their hand out for shit, and they shit like that. Like, oh, where was my invite? I don't want to invite you, cunt, because you've done nothing. Like people want to go fishing with someone because they're good at that zone or at that species or whatever, and then other people you get reamed for going with that person because oh, spoon fed.
Yeah.
We've been on this rant about this fucking fish for ages, and it was never about I didn't ask Matty to come for a fish to be spoon fed barra.
Fuck no.
It was a bonus and it was cool, and
He's actually a good lad, though.
I actually don't mind him, man.
And good yarns.
Yeah, and
Knowledgeable.
banter, just a normal bloke.
One of the boys.
I wanted to go to catch up with him, have a beer, talk a bit of shit. And if he said, listen man, I'm not happy sharing my spots or my knowledge, I'll sit and have a beer and talk, but I'd have been down.
Fuck yeah.
Still would have taken him.
Fuck yeah.
And this is no dig at Matty either, is that fish that he sighted for me and put me onto.
Yeah.
It was awesome because it was a meter barra, sight casted meter barra.
Yeah.
It was awesome, but it wasn't super, super, super valuable to me.
Yeah.
It was cool. Whereas the one yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday? It was
yesterday.
Fuck me, I'm in the horrors. Yesterday, where we were poking along, and we found this zone ourselves in the dam. Found this zone, and found a lot of fish there. A fucking lot of fish. And we're driving along, and then I seen a fish surface a ways away, and we're on our way there, and I'm looking everywhere because you keep scanning until you get close, and this fish popped up sort of, 10 metres away from the boat, but probably not even that actually, just under the water. And I just put my hand up to Tyson because he was on the electric. This whole thing happened and I didn't speak. It was weird. But I put my hand up, Tyson killed the electric. I pitched the cast, and it was obviously a good cast. Turned the fish, twitched it, it ate, set the hooks. Epic. The value there for me is that we picked the zone ourselves. We didn't ask to be shown anything or anything like that. Obviously you can't help take concepts or learn from people that do show you stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And we obviously used Matty's knowledge and stuff to influence our decision. But at the end of the day, we picked that zone. We went there. We found fish because of this, and this. Found the fish, cast at it without any sort of coaching. Made the fish eat without any coaching. Landed without any coaching. That is there's value in that, I think.
Oh, for
And
sure.
I had to swim for the fucking thing.
Yeah.
It went straight up under the weeds, and I was in. Gave Tyson the rod, manhandled the fish.
It was coming in regardless.
It was coming in. and it went 104, which was sick. But yeah, I don't know, man.
And had a bit of boogie about it.
It carried on proper. I pulled it out of the weeds once before, and then I went back under there, and I couldn't get it out. And you only run 60 pound.
Yeah.
Fucking Johnny Mitchell would be livid.
Never had an issue.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know. I get it's so easy to get on these fucking rants. Look,
I reckon the one thing, you know, we're talking about fishing politics and that sort of stuff, or whatever the hell it is. And I say it to everyone, just go fishing and don't forget what you're actually doing.
that's
You know, go fishing because you enjoy fucking fishing.
yeah.
And stay humble about it.
You know the weird thing is, like Brooksy said it to me in the other podcast. It was
Yeah.
the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you think, like, you look at Brooksy and like a lot of people, like, because he's quite provocative and says a lot of controversial stuff and does a lot of controversial things. He said, like, basically that, like, I just like going fishing, man. But
exactly.
I think, like, it gets covered up by the whole, like, oh, Brooksy's just going with this bloke to get content for his YouTube channel. But I don't know, like, is that just a byproduct or the business side of Brooksy's love for fishing? You know what I mean? Like, that's how, when I have those conversations with all those kind of people, which is why I like doing these podcasts, is because I get to speak with all people, different people with different opinions. And this is where I like try and base my stuff off Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
because he's like really broad-minded with everything.
Yeah.
And he tries to pick the best of everything and make his own decisions. Yeah, I just, like, what you said to me the other day, what was it about? Just go fishing. It was something to be humble. You said 3 things and they were like, fucking, I should have like quoted that shit.
Yeah.
I should have wrote it down. Can't remember, see?
I was probably drunk. See?
And that. Yeah. Just go fucking fishing and don't forget why you're doing it.
Yeah.
I rate that. But we never really touched on sort of what your fucking go is. What your caper is. You're you've been in Cairns for ages. You're pretty well known around the traps for like GTs, reef flats,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty much, and that's it. So, yeah, sort of live in Cairns. You sort of touched on it before. I work away, week on, week off. It's a pretty good roster. And when I get home, yeah, all I want to do is fish if I'm not having to work on the house or doing something stupid.
Why, like, you've only been fly fishing for like 2 years?
Yeah, it'd have to be close to 2 years, I reckon.
Yeah. I'm about the same, but I've been on and off. Still fucking learning heaps.
Yeah, I did get bit pretty hard by the bug and couldn't put it down. There was a while there I was, not catching a fucking thing, nearly ready to sell the boat, to be honest. And you've all heard about it every time I'd talk to you on the message or whatever it would be. Yeah, fucking, I'm gonna throw this thing.
No.
Not fishing anymore.
Fly fishing is fucking hard like that, eh? But then again, Buster fishes conventional. Remember, he had that dry spell for like...
Yeah, true.
He had a mad dry spell for fucking ages.
Yeah.
And I feel like it definitely would have got to him, eh?
Oh, for sure. You just got to try not to let yourself get down in that negative mindset. I reckon it takes over and then you end up... It shows in your fishing as well.
Yeah.
You hear people talk about, it doesn't matter what the lure colour, it doesn't matter what the lure is, you just got to be confident with whatever you're using. I reckon it's the same thing.
Like it subconsciously influences your decisions.
I reckon.
How you present a lure, what lure you choose, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
If you're dropping the boat in at the boat ramp and you're already telling yourself, fuck, I'm probably not going to catch a fucking thing.
You're probably not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How was that off the grid trip?
Off the grid, yeah, that was definitely next level. It's still something, yeah. So Buster and I, we still talk about it to this day. And he even says himself, and it probably is to date, the most jam-packed fishing that I've ever done in a city. I think it was 4 days, and there was probably only 1 day there that was a little bit slow, and it was still off tap.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Folks, if you want to see it, go to Buster's YouTube and look up his Off the Grid series. It's fucking...
And that was pretty much exactly what I was talking about before, like go as far away as you can
Look at this cunt bog, look. He's bog.
Looks like a 79. Old 79.
Nah, V8.
Like your one.
V8 piece of shit.
If it was a V8, it'd be versatile everywhere,
Nah,
mate.
it'd be no good. Bog V8 piece of shit.
Yeah.
Get a 6-cylinder up, yeah.
Go and grab that digger behind him and just rip it clean out. But nah, that's it.
Yeah. So what was the go there? How did this trip come about off the grid?
Well, we've been talking about it for ages, sort of eyeing off that zone. We had tried to do it a few times and it just wasn't coming to the party, the weather and that.
Yeah.
And if anyone knows Buster, he just likes casting. He never stops casting, whereas sort of I live in North Queensland. I sort of run most of my stuff around moon phase and that. So if I'm going topwater fishing, I like to fish before a new moon. And I just kept pushing him back, and Buster would be like, no, it's fucking flat. And I'm like, yeah, but we got neap tides and we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, just hold off, it'll all come together.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it ended up coming to, and the tides worked out. It was perfect, all building up to a new, and yeah, it was legit. He's actually spun around now, and he's still
fuck,
me the other day, and he's actually looking for the moon now, which is good. Took him a while, but he got there.
Like, fuck, man. Just got to keep casting, eh?
Just keep casting.
Fuck. Like, I mean, fuck.
And that he does. Yeah.
So, what happened? Buster flew up Cairns.
Yeah, he come up, and
You just got home off shift?
no, I think I actually took 3 weeks off because the new moon was sort of on my week that I was actually supposed to be at work.
Yeah, this cunt works 1 on 1 off. So you take, what, a week?
A week of annual, and you get 3 weeks holiday.
Yeah, because you get your week off, so you get your
Normal.
off shift.
Yep.
Week off.
That you're supposed
To be at work, and then you're off shift.
Yeah, that's it.
Bullshit.
Nah, it's
Bullshit.
good.
Anyone got any 1-on-1s going? Ring me. I don't even care what money. I'm on that shit.
Caution.
I get so much. This fucking woman, I'm jack at this Siri motherfucker, I tell you. I'm jack at this.
She actually says some good shit, especially when she's like, there's a red light camera in the
She's
street.
rude. Look, interrupting. Shut your hole.
But nah, that was it. So I think I had a few days at home before Buster had even gotten there. So I pretty much packed everything.
Yep.
We were good to go. Buster rocked up at the airport, boat in tow, full send. So it was at night time at some time, and we pissed off straight away.
Yeah, sick.
And then gone. Pretty much come back after 4 days and chuck him back on a plane, and he took off.
Went home near dead.
Yeah, it was pretty legit actually.
What without giving away too much of where you went, what was the plan? What was the go?
It was always sort of bulk top water, and Buster had chances at doggies, but never landed one yet.
Yep.
And where we were going, we were definitely going to go encounter them. So I think that was actually the second day. So the first day was pretty much just full of travelling in the boat. Actually, I'll rewind a little bit. So when we were leaving, I ended up getting a feed of Chinese. Ended up getting some Chinese from Smithfield there, North Cairns. I don't know what the hell was in mine. His was all right. Either that or he's just got an iron gut or whatever. But after that, shit through the eye of a needle for the next 2.5 days. It was fucking rubbish. Oh, it was so
awesome.
cruel.
Oh, I remember him saying like you're crooking stuff on the thing.
Yeah, it was fucked.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Serves you right, see?
So, yeah, we pretty much travelled up the coast, and every couple of hours I had to pull over and squirt one out. But yeah, the first day was pretty much all travel, and then we dropped a heap of gear off on a little island and found a few pressure points and went and banged a couple of bangers in the afternoon.
Yep.
But yeah, nowhere near the shelf or anything. And second day was pretty much, full blown.
And it was glass, like hot, stinking
so
glass.
Hot. Yeah.
The best.
Living on those hydration little things.
Yep.
Trying to keep us together, but she was fucking hot, alright.
Yeah.
But
and
yeah,
I'll do a little plug there. Ocean Blend Fishing.
Get around it.
Supplement startup business. Get at them on Instagram, Ocean Blend Fishing. Big need in the bag.
Oh, for sure. Especially like on trips like that.
Oh man,
If you get yourself some heat stroke or you know, you pretty much fucked that whole trip then.
I chew hydrolytes flat out.
Yeah.
And this stuff's got like a heap of other shit in it too, like BCAA style shit.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be good. It's not far off being live, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that not far away at all.
It's going to be proper. Yeah. Anyway, so day one out there, just out in the reef?
Yeah, it was pretty much straight out the shelf.
Yeah.
And we had a big push, so obviously big tides sort of leading up to a new moon.
Yeah.
And the morning push. So if anyone fishes for doggies, you sort of know you want morning and afternoon are your time to do it. You'll get them throughout the day, but morning and arvos are the legit. So yeah, it really worked for us. Massive push in, just on sun up.
Yep.
And yeah, it just happened. It was all together.
Yep.
I think I dropped first. I was only on a PE5, little sort of jig stick, and strawberry trout straight in the boat, first drop down, and Bus was using 300 gram jig. I can't remember the name of them. What are they? Those big long jigs that we got. Not panty dropper, the other one.
No.
Anyway.
Shit, we're supposed to know that. Anyway.
It worked.
Cast tackle one.
Yeah, that's him.
300 gram cast tackle jig. Yeah.
But yeah, first drop, bang, doggy in the boat. It was like, fuck, that was easy.
Yeah.
And he nearly hit me as hard as you did when you landed that Tusky the other day.
Oh, true. He got
Fuck,
excited.
he was going off. You'll see it on the film.
He doesn't get really excited when he fishes, but
No, it was very strange. High pitched, doggy, doggy. You'll see it on the video, but yeah, what a start to it.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it then.
he's banged so many fish, eh?
We hooked a heap of
Listen,
doggies.
lady.
Hooked a heap of doggies. One got shark right at the boat. I bust one off. We're actually on doubles there for a moment.
Shit.
But yeah, it was excellent. eh?
Dino
So
trout.
yeah, that was it.
Hook and leg dino trout.
So after that, you sort of run in, chasing that tide in, and there's heaps of cutouts where we were. So bulk pressure running through there. Dino trout just coming out everywhere.
He's got
Actually
heaps in his.
sick of them by the end of it. It was ridiculous.
Big rank dino trout. It's the one that Buster ended up with one in his fucking leg.
Yeah. Oh, it was bound to happen. But that was in the middle of the day, actually, up in a blue hole on top of the reef.
Yeah, right.
And it was still, man, like
Yep.
no wind at all, hot as fuck, both of us sweating our rings out. I'd actually just gone for a swim because it was that fucking hot,
Yeah.
and Buster ripped this massive trout in. And I don't know, I sort of, now that I look back on it, the way he was getting the picture, you know, he sort of sat down and holding that fish like that. I guess after we'd caught so many of them, maybe it was just a bit of
Complacency.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it looked bad. Like the whole video of it was like,
Yeah.
fuck, you're gonna get a hook in your leg, man. Yep, told you, man. You're gonna get a hook in your leg. See?
But yeah, the poor bugger.
Yeah.
He reckoned there straight away, fuck, what are we gonna do? Oh, it all happened that quick, you know, like, and he got this big trout hanging off his leg. All I'm thinking was, fuck, we got to get that thing off before it kicks and goes mad again. He'll have this thing in his bonga. So I sort of jumped to it pretty quick, got him
What
off.
do you reckon? What are you gonna do? Tell that bit. That's fucking funny.
What?
What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do?
Yeah, once we'd got the fish off, he still got it on here, and I was ready to just launch that fish back in the water and try and get this hook out. No.
Get a photo.
Yeah,
Oh.
we've got to get a photo. So, fuck me, Benny. Anyway, gets a photo.
With the thing still in his
Yeah,
leg.
still fucking big 5-0 treble in his leg. But yeah, needed the photo. And then once we fucked that fish off, he reckoned, so what are we going to do now? I said, well, what do you mean? Look, what do you mean, what are we going to do? Well, I don't know. Like, I said, well, mate, we're going to have to get it out. We're fucking too far away and we're definitely not going back. All right, righto. But, yeah, good times. A bit of carnage there.
Fucking hell.
I'm sure everyone's seen it by now. It's
Surely.
done its rounds.
On the, just if you haven't seen it, don't stress. It'll happen again soon. I wouldn't stress too much. Fucking
Fuck, he's a good cunt, but
He is. He's energetic, man. He gives like people think, oh, that's all a show. That's Buster. That's just how he is, man. He's actually like that in real life. You've no cameras. It makes no difference.
Yeah.
But he gives you so much fucking energy.
Yeah.
All of the time. He just goes and goes and goes.
Yeah.
Something wrong with him, actually. He's got. I reckon he needs to be like diagnosed with some like ADHD or something.
fuck, they might slow him down. His whole fish in a drop if that happened.
Put him on the Ritalin. Oh man. Nah.
But no, he's definitely good.
What was I going to ask? I can't remember. Oh. Fly fishing. Back on your permit.
Yeah.
Tell us about the permit sitch.
Yeah, so I'd sort of eyed off this joint and
So this is the next trip this is the next big.
this is the one we did this year
Yeah.
with the missus. Yeah, the 3-weeker.
Yep.
Up the Cape, like pretty much ended up making it all the way to the tip on this trip, but bit of sightseeing along the way. But yeah, the permit, been eyeing off this flat for ages, and I actually wanted to fish it like right over the Neeps. But yeah, like I was saying,
Caution, approaching railway crossing.
Every fucking railway crossing.
yeah.
No speed camera, no stoplight, no nothing.
No, that's because there's none here. If there was, she'd know about it.
Well,
She's good quality.
she's
But
a fucking pest.
yeah, this flat up in the middle of nowhere there. And I don't really yeah. I think I've caught 4 of them now, and
Yep.
I definitely wouldn't say I know what they're fucking doing.
Yeah,
It
right.
just come together.
Yeah.
So sort of up on that flat, you want to fish the bottom half of the run out and the bottom half of your run in. So it's pretty much whenever you can spend time on the flats and you can see,
Yeah.
that's it.
You're on. Yep.
But yeah, it was crazy. Like,
did you come
first
there-
day on that flat, started from whatever end of this flat and started to work our way down. It was funny because I hadn't really seen too many permit before, like not up close anyway. But yeah, I was like, fuck, is that a permit? Is that a permit? Is that a permit? And then it was just like, holy fuck, there's 3 permit. Look at the size of the cunts.
Yeah.
And you know how when you get so excited, like Hannah's at the back of the boat and she's sick of fishing by that point, so she's reading her book. And I'm sort of whispering to myself, here, look, there's a permit over here. I'm just talking to myself. She had no idea what was going on. And I'd actually cast it in, and it was just in front of them. They were still milling their way towards the crab. And I had to chase them up onto a heap of shallow stuff. And the motor hit the sand. Hannah didn't know anything was going on, and just as she ended up trying to lift the motor up.
Oh yeah.
Bang! Hit the lift button, and that hydraulic noise, how it tries to lift it up. The whole school of permit just tried to take off. Bang! And before I knew it, the line was just pissing off out.
So it already ate it
It had eaten it.
while you were fucking around.
Well, it must have happened at the exact same time. It was crazy. Like, it had picked it up, Hannah hit this button, I'd said a little bit, and then they fucking took off. It was...
That's unbelievable.
I just started screaming. I was like, it's a fucking permit! And it's like, what?
And I was like, fuck up, mate. No one gives a fuck about your dart.
Yeah, she was actually saying to me by the end of that, she's, what the hell? Like, are you sure these things are this hard to catch? Like, this is ridiculous. I kind of feel like you said all of this just to get me up here in the middle of fucking nowhere.
This woman just said there's no railway crossing where we just went.
There it is.
It's underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your car's not going to drive over the fucking thing.
Yeah. You're
Jesus.
paying too much attention.
I am. That's epic though. So you ended up with 4 that trip. And they were all like stonkers too.
Good
Decent
size. The first one was the biggest one. First one was massive.
Did you measure it?
I got a feeling I did, but I can't really remember, but it was definitely 70s.
Yeah. Good fish.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they sort of got... The second one was a bit smaller, the third one was a decent size again, and then the last one was like a small one again, but it was on the next day.
Yep.
Definitely didn't see as many on the next day. I don't know why. Maybe I'd sort of spooked that flat or whatnot. The next day there was a yacht there that had fucking jimmied in from somewhere. I don't know where he come from.
Yeah.
And they actually had like a flag on there, like an English flag or something, and all of these flash people running around in this fucking Zodiac. If they had kept going, I was going to lose my shit. And it's just like, they're fine, they're doing their thing. Like, no, if they zoom that fucking thing up my flat, I'm going to go off. But yeah, no, it was a nice spot. I actually seen photos of that joint on someone else's page the other day.
Oh, righto. Fly fisherman?
Yeah, they flew into. Definitely not gonna.
Yeah, don't even say what it
is.
Yeah, right. So, did you find they ate pretty comfortably? Like, didn't have too much of a drama? How many mobs of them did you see?
Actually, I think the second school that I caught, I don't know what happened the first time I cast to it, but they sort of fucked off, and then I had to chase them for probably 200 metres. And then the second time I'd cast at that school, it was on. So that was probably... And then the other ones, I got one to eat mid-water, which was cool. There was two bigger ones. That was the third one. There was two bigger ones sort of sitting around this bit of a little channel that come out of this small creek. Crystal clear water. There's heaps of like little trevallies and shit everywhere, and these two decent permit.
Yep.
And that third one actually sort of ate mid-water. And it was just... I was sort of like, fuck, what's going on here?
That's epic.
And then the fourth one, it was no drama at all.
Fuck, that's wicked.
So I think I was saying that to you and Mick, like, when they want to eat, they want to eat.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's a big thing too. I think if you can match the pattern of the fly, like match the fly to whatever it is there.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. Like, realistically.
And so long as they're ready to chew and they're keen to eat. Like I was talking to Josh a little bit, Hutchins, and then I listened to the podcast as well where you would talk to him. And
yeah, he gave a real good chat on permit.
Yeah.
He's the one who told me to just put it on the nose.
Yeah.
He just goes, just foot away from their face.
And
if they're going to eat,
they eat.
If they spook, then stiff pick. Yeah, and I rate that.
I reckon that's the go, actually.
And I pretty much, like, I'm not an expert in fly fishing by any means, but I like the idea of the whole keep the crab moving.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like that's value. Like,
not much, though.
Nah, just slow slides.
Yeah.
Slow slides. But, a lot of the books and stuff that I've read, and, not books, articles that I've read, and videos and stuff that I've watched, a lot of the older school guys lay the fly and leave it there.
Yeah.
And they just watch they keep tension, obviously, and they watch just for the tip.
Yeah.
For the fish to tip, and that's like...
near on impossible.
Fuck, that'd be hard, man. You'd have to be good. But it's obviously worked for them because they've caught them.
Yeah.
But, I'd like bastards. Big anak is high on my list. More Tuskies because you just can't get enough Tuskies.
Yeah.
Got to get you one next.
Yeah, I'm definitely keen.
Next trip, you're first up.
Yeah. Need it.
Yeah.
I've been barred and I think I've hooked a heap of them little brown bastards.
They're jerks.
But
I found with them too, they're either like crash hot or
real spooky.
But that one that ate on me the other day, like it wasn't far from the boat. It had what, mate, 10 metres?
Yeah.
It was probably 10 when I cast, and then it come.
It was like a rod length.
But it didn't even. Normally they like flare up and come over and like staunch you.
It was half permadish.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, there's a fly or a crab, and just waddle over, sort of tipped on its head and side a little bit, ate it, turned away, doink.
Textbook.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Until the line started running out.
Yeah, mad dramas. Epic, but proper epic. So the crab went on the hat.
Yeah.
The crab went on the hat. So she's retired. I've got
a couple of crabs on that hat.
There's a couple of crabs. There's a permit crab on that hat and a tusky crab on that. I could have retired a couple of other flies. So I got a meter queenie on a fly. I could retire that fly somewhere in the box. But that sort of stuff I'm not that fussed on. Like even barrow on fly, I'm not that fussed on. Those fuck species like tuskies, permit, bastards. What else is up here? Triggers.
Yeah.
I'd like a trigger.
Meter bars would be nice, but
it'd be sick on fly. That'd be hard to bloody like. Imagine like a meter salty.
Yeah. Hard to get it. Yeah.
I feel like them Cape York flats, right? I nearly said the name of them, but I know, like, after the podcast I'll say the flat, and I'm pretty sure you'll know what flat I'm going to say anyway. They cruise along it in shallow water, big salties.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you could sight cast one of them
Yeah.
piece of piss.
I was fishing up there last year with another mate, Daniel, and that's all we were doing. So yeah, the tides, big tides, you run along the coastline, and then little feeder creeks that go just off the coast. I think it went 93 or something like that.
Oh, you got one?
Nearly a metre, not on fly,
Yeah.
but sight casting in crystal clear gin,
Yeah.
like gin clear
Donkey
water.
fish. Yep. I'd like to do that. Like, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
The whole, yeah,
In that area, it's still doable. Same tides that you'd go up there and fish, GTs and stuff.
Yep. I'm in slightly off topic, but I'm in a predicament at the moment. I've been hammering a few of my mates about boats. Because I've done this trip, and I love my Sportsman. It's a fucking awesome boat to fly fish out of and barra fish out of and run coast and stuff like that. But it's a hard, big mission boat because it's got all compartmentalised storage and stuff like that. Like what you've got is pretty epic, like your stabby.
Yes and no. Like I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I've said, boats are a compromise probably 50 times on this trip. And
Yeah.
there's times where I'm like, fuck, I hate this thing. And it's most of the time it's when I'm standing up the front of it trying to throw flies around.
Yeah.
When I'm standing up the front of yours trying to throw flies around, it's like,
Yeah.
you can never have best of both worlds. I don't reckon.
It's so hard to try and find a middle ground. And I'm terrible because I like doing everything, which is fucked.
Yeah.
But I do, I miss the Cape York missions. Like, I haven't been back in North Queensland long enough to really get organised for them. But in the Territory, we used to do proper big sends. And they used to have a 5.5 metre top ender that used to just all custom cast decks and layout and everything. And used to just load her up with jerrys and send it, catch you later.
See, I reckon that 5.5 top ender would still float in next to fuck all water.
I think it did. I wasn't proper fly fishing in it.
Yeah.
I was chasing milkies and stuff and goldens, but it wasn't real deep. I would have liked to have tested it in shallow water.
Yeah.
It was a heavy fucker, but like I had 60 litres of fresh water under the floor and
Yeah, right.
oversized fuel tank and 4 batteries and big cast deck and stuff. I'd like to replicate something like top enders are shit holes, I reckon, for cracking and that.
Yeah.
But this one got a lot of money spent on modifying it and reinforcing it and setting it up.
I reckon once you do that, you're pretty well laughing.
Yeah.
So I did the same thing to the Renegade. As soon as I got it, I pulled the floor up and re-gusseted a heap of stuff and braced everything. Before I sold it, checked the whole lot, there was not one crack.
Yeah. Yep. And I think that mine went so quick and I got really good money for an older boat just because of that.
Yeah.
Everything had been done, you could just get in and go fishing. But you could fit swags and a fridge and an esky under the deck and sleeping gear, and you had nothing on deck. I had the step up onto the big cast deck was all for tackle trays.
Yep.
Fitted like 20 something tackle trays in it. Big bench seat, like a fucking lounge chair, like a skiff bench seat
Yeah.
across the back transom. But you get up and walk around the back of that, and there's a casting room behind it. It was epic.
Perfect.
Fit all nally bin tubs underneath the cast deck, like underneath the bench seat. Yeah. Sleep 3 blokes for a week, 10 days, and a piece of piss. Yeah, so I'm in that weird headspace with what do I do next.
You need 3 of them.
I know, you need like a small skiff, I reckon. Instead of a tinny, a small skiff, I reckon.
Yeah.
So you can still do
something around 5 metres, but
yeah, they still float in nothing.
yeah.
Tiller steer, something simple, something that you're still like okay with, like tinny bashing and stuff with.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, like a boat like yours maybe.
Yeah. Well, for a bush tinny, you wouldn't have to go as mad as mine. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to call mine a bush tinny, but it's one hectic fucking bush tinny.
Anyone that's seen Tyson's boat is fucking loose.
But if something a little bit that you didn't care too much about,
Yeah.
then you'd be laughing. And then something like, a contender would be lovely.
Yeah, it'd be lovely. Like you'd love like probably a 24-foot blue water, minimum 24-foot blue water boat, something trailable so you don't have to fucking maintain it.
In saying that though, like a good mate of mine used to have that 25T contender.
Yeah.
And the style of fishing that I like to do, like right up on top of the flats in 1/2 metre, we couldn't do that in that. Yeah, we could send from, Port Douglas to Cooktown and fish the ribbons, but we still couldn't get right up on the flat and do all of that flat stuff. So I'm saying, like, boats are a compromise.
I'd like to be able to, like, I don't know, like gut that boat and rebuild it, the inside, like
The Contender.
Nah, like, I mean, like my boat.
Yeah.
The problem is they're not real deep, like a bay boat. Haven't got a lot of deep storage. Yeah, so I don't know. It's a tough one, man. I've got all these options in my head and I don't know what to pull the trigger on, to be honest. Just be happy with what you got and shut your fucking mouth. That's what I keep saying to myself.
Go down this same rabbit hole
every day
for about fucking half an hour, whatever, and then the same comment comes out at the end.
every time.
Well, shut your mouth and just fucking do that then.
See? Oh, fucking hell. A couple of quick questions rolling in. Tell the story of that fly, no muck around, from Owen. Did that. Do you know Mega Speargut?
Nah, don't think so.
Secret shipwrecks of FNQ.
Secret shipwrecks.
I don't know any.
Yeah.
I know a couple, but they're secret.
Yeah, they wouldn't be a secret if we said it on podcast. Flick us a message and I'm sure we can
Yep. There you go, Mega Speargun.
point you in the right direction.
Wogboy, personal fishing goals in crosshairs for each of you. So that sounds like short term, like in front of us. Goals?
Yeah, right.
You first.
So pretty much Tusky would be up there, and if I can make it as short term as possible, that'd be nice. But anyone that's chased a Tusky on fly knows that it could possibly not be short term. Last year I set a goal to try and crack a metre out of Tinaroo on fly, and I only got to 99 centimetres. So some people are saying fuck it, like that's close enough, but
it's not.
It's not. You haven't done it yet, so I'm still keen to do that.
Yep.
We did talk about this the other day, like getting a big black out of a trailer boat.
That'd be
Probably
sick.
not real short term. That'll be more so next year, but
Yeah. Well, this year's nearly a fucking write-off anyway.
Actually, next year I have been playing with the idea of putting that little boat of mine, that 6 metre thing in at Cooktown, and then sending all the way up to the tip and coming all the way back to Weipa.
You won't?
So
how's the car get there? How do you get it home?
well, Hannah will take the car to Weipa, take the car and the trailer to Weipa.
I'm keen.
And you can, so I talked to Sea Swift the other day, and you can actually do fuel stops and meet them in certain spots, but you just have to make sure that you're there on that day to get that fuel. The boat's not that bad. If I carry an extra 100 litres of Jerry's, the last trip I did 550 kilometres out of just under 300 litres.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's a fucking long way on the water.
That's proper good. Yeah. Yeah, well, fucking, I'm in.
So they're probably the goals that I'm looking at. But if anyone knows me, shit changes at the drop of a hat, and I'm definitely keen for a carrot. It doesn't take much to talk me into it.
Oh, thanks to this carrot.
Exactly.
Made you take a week of bloody rec leave for a fucking backwards send.
Fucking hell.
Got done some cool shit, but
Fuck yeah.
it was a pretty
Knocked
cool week.
a few things off. Wouldn't have got the tiger barrier if we didn't.
No, had good fun. It was good fun too. That's half the, like, even the not fishing parts of those sends are fucking good, man. When you're hanging around with like-minded people and good mates,
for
and
sure.
shit, it's fucking worth every penny, eh?
Yeah.
Like shit you remember, For me, what have I got? This isn't like, this year's fucked anyway. I want a good anak off my local on fly.
Yeah.
Like, not my local, but like,
Somewhere close.
yeah, somewhere that I pick.
Out of your own boat.
Out of my own boat, where I do it DIY. I don't know, a kilometre range, I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet, but like, basically, yeah, find my own anak and catch it. Good one.
Yeah.
I want a sailfish or small black on fly, which I'm going to try and do. The boys don't know it yet, but I'm going to try and get up to Darwin in the runoff, and I'm going to tee them up to head out because I'm not towing my boat up there. Oh, probably could. We could do it. We could take.
It's only a couple of days.
2-day's drive. If you got 2 or 3 people, because Reedy's keen to come and chase
Belt it
barra,
out.
2 or 3 people and just rotate, you get it done in. It's a 24-hour straight drive.
Yeah.
So I done it in a day and a half by myself,
Yeah.
full sending, but no drugs or nothing either, because I don't do any of that shit. A lot of people think I do, eh? I don't, cunt. I don't. I honestly fucking don't. Drink a lot of piss.
And that.
And
Fuck
you
hell.
now.
Yeah, well, I only drink when you're around. Fuck, I hardly drink anything.
I could tell.
Yeah,
Nearly killed a man.
fucked me.
Sailfish on fly would be a big one.
I don't know what it is with them sailfish, hey, like any sort of billies. Like, say if I tick that box and get that out of my trailer boat, it's done then. I don't reckon I'd be one of them people that go back and do that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Week in, week out.
I'm not proper on it either. Like I got stuck into them. And this is before I started fly fishing in the territory, and it was reasonably new.
Yeah,
And this was like 2015. And there was only a handful of people doing it.
yeah,
It was pretty tapped into, but there was only a handful of people doing it. I think historically, like there's a couple of marks and zones off of Darwin, like everybody knows about, called like Sail City and stuff like that.
yeah,
And I think back in the day, like the older fellas used to get into them, but I think it was pretty niche. But now up there's like proper,
yeah.
like good comps and shit. Like there's a
Look at
billfish
that,
series.
isn't that pretty?
Sunflower, bloody. Just take a photo of that. That's pretty, eh?
Yeah. Do you want me to take a picture?
No. Of me in it?
You can get in it if you want.
Nah, too hard to pull over. And now it's like pretty. I think I've already said this on the podcast. I've probably said it on fucking 2 or 3. People probably sick of listening to my shit. It's reasonably good now. Like big and like, well known. And there's a top end billfish series. So different zones over the course of a year, I think it is. The billfish comp that's always on every year. And they're not huge. They're like 10, 15, 20, 25 kilos.
Yeah.
And you get the odd black, and there's a couple of good black marlin in there, like 100
That's still
keggers
good
and stuff.
fun, yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to tick one of them off on fly.
And I guess it's not like just trolling baits around. You haven't got any baits in until you actually see it.
Yeah.
And then it's a switch bait or what?
With fly, or in general, or we've done, like we go out and get garies and stitch them and shit like that, and skip and gar, pushers. I've switch baited them before. Just have teasers out when the mackies or mac tuna are real bad. Yeah. And just have bait sitting in the esky.
Yeah, okay.
Already hooked up on the rod, like the rod's in the holder and just the bait is sitting in the esky in the ice.
Yeah.
And just wait till the fish come up on the teaser and just pitch baits at them.
Send it in.
Yeah, I haven't done drifting for them. I want to, like drifting liveys on current lines. I'd like to try and do that. And I'd like to do it off here too, but I enjoy that territory stuff.
Yeah.
Off of there. And I haven't caught up with the boys in over 12 months now. And I'd like to go up there and do it up there, especially that's where sort of I got into it. I never knew anything about it. And it was the bloke I bought the boat off who was a mate of mine, who I bought that top ender off.
Yep.
Yeah. He's caught a few sailies, the old 540 top ender.
Yeah, it would be cool to get one on fluff for sure.
Yeah. It'd be sick to do, like, I'd really like to do that whole Fraser shit.
Yeah.
Fraser Island blacks on a fly. That'd be loose. A dude, so anyone who follows my shit knows I kick around with Ben Rennie. He does a lot of our content and helps me out with a lot of stuff. His mate caught one the other day on fly a while back off of Fraser, and it was like he filmed it.
The whole thing.
The guide filmed it,
yeah.
And this black was just zimmying around, and old mate was just laying casts, and this black just couldn't find the fly.
Yeah.
And it was like it didn't give any shits. Like nearly headbutt the fucking boat. Like it's just swimming around, and you don't see it eat or anything. But he got it. Got it to eat a fly, which was sick. Big bloody loose.
Especially if you're casting to it like that.
Shallow water on a 12 weight, man. How epic would that be?
Yeah.
Yeah, without having to tease them up and muck around.
Yeah.
There's probably 2. I wouldn't mind trying to tick off some more fly casting species. Even shit like I've hooked a fucking JP in this zone twice on fly. Yeah. And I keep pulling hooks on the fucking thing. Like simple shit like that. Just stuff like that on fly.
I reckon the JPs are hard, and it depends what river you're doing. Like because they keep flowing at you. If you hook one, you know, you're usually thrown into flowing current. One, it's hard to keep the line tight.
Yeah.
And then two, when you hook a fish, you've really got to keep the line tight. So it's no wonder, really.
Yeah. I'm going to make a flight, like get them, I think BWC flies make them, those ones with the treble on the back.
Yeah.
Them shrimp looking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Make something like that with the treble. Get down in his gills a bit.
You won't get off.
Yeah.
Those disco shrimp, is that what you mean?
I think so.
They got the little popper lip on the front.
Yeah. Something like that. And I want to dial in salties, like big, like metres. I'm after that 110.
Yeah.
And metre salties off of me local or around me local. I'm pretty big on that one.
Definitely doable.
Definitely doable.
It should put you on to old Dazza. He
Dazza?
used to fish with Milesy a lot. And they went fishing the other day, actually, ended up getting a few. But he used to smack heaps of dollar fish off Townsville. He's lived in Townsville for as long as I've known this fella.
They're definitely here.
No Instagram, no nothing.
Yeah.
He's just proper old school.
That's sick though. Those people are like the people that like people devalue people like that because they're not on the gram.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's so wrong. They're probably not on the gram for like, it's probably a better thing to not be on it.
For sure.
Because then you go fishing for the right reasons and you got nothing else to distract you, which is pretty cool. But
And he does drink rum.
My man. Worse than you?
Yes.
True.
It's all he drinks.
Fucking hell.
Loves it.
Well, I can't keep up with you with rum.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You see me and Triggy on the rum.
Yeah.
That's legit.
Down the hatch.
In the hatch. Like I wasn't so tired the other night when we stayed at his place. I'd have been a menace. What was I going to say? Can't remember.
Goals. Big bars.
That's about where I'm at, I reckon. I want to dial into some big meat trays. I want to fuck with you some more. Find something else to scare you. Now you're just used to all my shit.
Fucking actually got you proper the other day.
You did, your dog.
Fucking about time too.
So I do a bit of stuff on the boat. Like anyone that kicks around me knows I like stirring the pot, like annoying cunts. You know when you're in the boat and you're both standing there, like if you're sight fishing or you just look sounding or you just stand there casting and it's real quiet and still and there hasn't been nothing said for a while and you're both concentrating and stuff. If you go like and just you imagine you're both facing the bow, you're like on the bow of the cast deck, and all of a sudden like you go quiet, everything's all quiet, and you just turn away really fastly, really fast, like spin away out of the way. And the other person just fucking shits himself.
The fuck's going on? What is it?
Yeah, or you stand there, and I won't do it because it'll blow the mic out, but you stand there real quiet and you go, well, but the R's like obviously screamed at the top of your lungs. Scared the shit out of you.
Yeah.
It's fucking good fun, eh? The other night we were casting and we were land based and Tyson was standing there like in the dark. He's probably, I don't know, 20 metres away.
Yeah.
Probably 20 metres away from me. And he's heading the
on
zone.
a fucking rock wall.
On a rock wall casting, right? And I've picked up this rock and I've chucked it out to sort of where his lure was in the water. And all I could see was this black silhouette of these fucking arms going everywhere.
Really went bunty up.
Oh dear.
Never a dull moment.
So if you like that shit, get around it and film it for me and send it to me, please.
Yeah.
So then I'll start sharing it on stories. It'd be epic.
So good.
We've already started a little bit of a thing now, like people painting fish on the Flow State page, looking like that barrel.
I reckon we got a bit slack with the stories towards the end of this trip. Like we're usually full of banter and posting everything.
Usually running a proper mark.
Well, we still were.
Yeah.
We just weren't.
Not as
we were just
much.
out of service.
We were out of service for ages too. Yeah, the last trip we were like pretty much in service most of the time.
Yeah.
What did you get me with?
That side casted barrow when you and Brock were on it.
Yeah.
It was right there at the front of the boat. So barrow sitting there right at the front of the boat, pitched a prawn into it, and had to make sure that the barrow definitely wasn't going to eat or like it was going to take off. But before it had taken off, and like sort of get it at the perfect time,
Yeah.
And then just screamed at you, well, you're not going to get that one, are you?
Oh, shit myself. Fucking scared the fuck out of me.
Nearly went in the piss.
Oh, nearly did.
Yeah, no, that's
It's all in
good.
good fun. Well, how long have we been talking shit for? I need a piddle.
Nearly bedtime.
Hour and 20. I fucking can't get you off it.
Did all right,
Not bad for a bloke who's a bit shy and don't talk to nobody.
Flat out talking.
Well, I reckon we'll round that out. That was a pretty good chat, man. We've got a lot more to talk about.
Oh, for sure. I thought I'd
What?
try and push you to try and do it, because every time you see me, you're like, right, we got to do a podcast.
I'm terrible, eh? Like right, people give me shit about not being consistent. I get that, but I refuse to do them over the phone
Yeah.
because I do this for enjoyment more than for money or like pumping heaps and heaps of fucking average content out. Not interested. I'd rather just like sit and talk to people face to face across the table, and I'm probably never ever going to get super far with it. I'm probably never ever going to be able to punch out heaps of content with it like that, unless I somehow end up being like Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
But then again, like April Vokey does it. She travels around and
Yep.
interviews people. The Captain's Collective does it, and I'm sure a fair few other people get people into studios or travel and meet people and stuff. I'd like to. I've got a lot of other stuff cooking as well, but yeah, the worst part is like these sort of ones. I'm always doing it when I'm half fucked.
Yeah.
Like the last one I done with Mick, we were. I don't know how we got such a yarn out because we were
Full
rooted, man, and that was like at midnight, 11 o'clock or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm never in the mood. Once it gets started, I'm pretty right. Like we could have done Triggy the other night, but I wouldn't have been able to make it wouldn't have been good chat because I was just so rooted.
Yeah. No, exactly.
You got to be sort of half onto it, I feel. But I am going to start trying to get more pumping out. I've got to edit up Brooksy's and get it out, and then this one. I've got a couple others up my sleeve. I've been trying to get ready for ages, but he's had too much on, so I'll get hold of him eventually. That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
I've got some loaded questions to get him started, man. Oh, it's going to be so good. Yeah, I'll get him full rage.
Can spin a yarn.
Yeah, loves it. Can talk. Yeah, just double check. I'll make sure we haven't got any more questions. And I reckon we'll round her out.
Can't be too far away from home now anyway.
No, we're nearly there. Into the piddle. Alrighty, man. We'll bail.
Happy days.